Having a strong weak foot or being two-footed in football can be a huge advantage. Just look at the likes of Ousmane Dembele, Heung-min Son, Neymar and even Kevin De Bruyne. They are so good with both of their feet and that's definitely helped them in their career. Being two-footed definitely makes you tactically flexible because you can play on either side of the attack or either side of the defense. You can cut inside, you can go wide, you can shoot or cross at any moment. It just makes you so unpredictable. You'd almost think that having a strong weak foot is definitely going to be needed to become a top footballer, but guess what? That is not the case. Look at the likes of Ian, Robben, David Silva, Mesut Ozil. They've reached the top and they are predominantly one-footed players. Ian Robben has made a career out of cutting inside and shooting, and Mesut Ozil and David Silva both predominantly just use their left foot. So I thought it'd be really fun to do an experiment comparing a team of players with only a 5-star weak foot up against a team of players that have a terrible weak foot, 1-star or 2-star. So first up in today's experiment, we're going to have a career mode simulation to find out which team comes out on top and whether the weak foot is a big factor in career mode. So who's going to come out on top, the 5-star weak foot squad or the terrible weak foot 2-star squad? And of course we're going to have a classic computer versus computer match, which I think is going to be really interesting because we might actually see a difference in gameplay between the two teams because, well, weak foot definitely has a big factor in FIFA gameplay. So if you guys enjoy these experiment style videos, a like would be absolutely fantastic. If you are new around here, subscribe for more. Let me know what experiments we should do next and let's get this video started. First up, let's take a look at the 5-star weak foot team, and as the name suggests, there are only going to be 5-star weak foot players involved in this team, in the first team as well as the bench. So we've got one of the best players in the world in that left wing position in Neymar, who of course has a 5-star weak foot. He's going to be big in today's experiment video. Heung-min Son and Edin Dzeko up front. What a team this is turning out to be. I mean, look at this, both players have a 5-star weak foot. Ousmane Dembele on the right as well. I mean, what kind of a team this is? The attack is absolutely insane, and it gets even better in midfield. You've got KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, 91 rated in that centre mid role, and alongside him you've got Toni Kroos, who also happens to have a 5-star weak foot. The attack in midfield is just nuts. Well, this is where things can go wrong for this 5-star weak foot team because the defense is not high rated enough. Ferland Mendy is definitely decent, now joined Real Madrid. He has a 5-star weak foot. Kerrer, who plays for PSG, also happens to have a 5-star weak foot, so he's in that defense. He's 79 rated, and this is where things don't look too good. Moisander isn't all that great, only 78 rated, but he's one of the few centre-backs who have a 5-star weak foot. Desciglio, who plays for Juventus, completes the defense as he does happen to have a 5-star weak foot. There weren't really any good goalkeepers with a 5-star weak foot, but this Kune guy, who is I think South African, yes indeed he is, he has a 5-star weak foot, so let's see if that can help him in some sort of a way. He's in goal for this experiment. Some really top quality players on the bench with Wissam Ben Yedder, Luka Jovic, Pedro as well, Ivan Perisic, Eriksen, Hamsik and Adriano to give some defensive cover. So that's the 5-star weak foot squad. Let's take a look at the other team. So this is the team that I've put together, and every player here has a 2-star weak foot or worse. I really wanted to try and fit in as many players with a 1-star weak foot as possible, but they just aren't there in FIFA, apart from Hugo Lloris, who does have a 1-star weak foot and a 1-star skill moves. Coincidentally, he's a goalkeeper, I know, but having a 1-star weak foot, that is actually hilarious. He's going to be in goal. So up front, we've got Angel Di Maria, who's got himself a 2-star weak foot rating. We know how one-footed this guy can be. Haller and Lemar complete the attack. Both have a terrible weak foot rating of just 2. And one thing you'll notice is that most of the players in this team are left-footed. I don't know if that's got to do anything with having a bad weak foot, being left-footed, but just an interesting fact. David Silva is the highest rated player of this team. He's again very left-footed with just a 2-star weak foot rating. I've literally never seen Mesut Ozil using his right foot, so I guess that explains his inclusion in this team. This actually surprised me a fair bit. Fabinho has only got a 2-star weak foot and he's right-footed, so interesting, but he definitely makes this midfield really good. One thing you'll notice is that this team has a lot better defense because, well, weak foot isn't really a big factor for defenders, and that's why we've got some cracking players in this team's defense. You've got Alex Telles with a 2-star weak foot, but he's 84 rated. You've got Manolas, who's actually insane in this game. Socrates as well alongside him. Kyle Walker as well, and Hugo Lloris in goal. The bench has certainly got some big names like Iron Drop, and he was literally the inspiration for this video. You've got Ziyech as well, Carlos Vela, Tadic, Matuidi, Robertson, and Gabriel Paulista. I've got to say, this 2-star weak foot team definitely looks a lot more balanced. A decent attack, a good midfield, and a great defense as well. Let's put the two teams in a career mode simulation to see which one comes out on top. So I've got the transfer window disabled so that both teams can't really make any changes to their team, so the experiment stays as fair as possible. Let's get it underway. So I am simulating until the end of the season right now, and I'm really interested to see which team comes out on top. If I had to make a prediction, I am going in the favor of the 2-star weak foot team. I just feel like they've got a very balanced team with really good defenders and a top goalkeeper, and that certainly helps in a career mode simulation. So let's see which team has come out on top. I'm actually really happy with the result. I've got my prediction completely right. It is Liverpool, or of course the 2-star weak foot team, that have managed to win the Premier League, and they finished higher than the 5-star weak foot team, who of course are Manchester City, but they still did manage to finish in the top 4. I guess having a better defense certainly did help, but they actually won the experiment by a landslide. 90 points for the 2-star weak foot team. That is actually insane. So looking at the top scorers list, it's Haller and Angel Di Maria with 16 and 14 goals. They don't have a right foot, but they can certainly score with their left. We've also got Edin Dzeko from the 5-star weak foot team. He's gotten himself 12 goals. Do we have any more Liverpool or City players in there? Perisic scoring 8 goals, not bad at all, and Tadic coming in with 9. Assist-wise, Dusan Tadic with 11 assists. He's really performed. Carlos Vela as well with 5. Neymar nowhere to be seen, which is really interesting. The Champions League wasn't good for the 5-star weak foot team as they got knocked out by Juventus 5-4 on aggregate, but it was close. And the 2-star weak foot team have done an absolute madness in this experiment. They've actually gone ahead and won the Champions League. So it certainly is a landslide win for the 2-star weak foot team, but now it's time for the gameplay. Let's see which team comes out on top in a computer versus computer match. Here we go, the game has kicked off. Is it going to be another landslide victory for the 2-star weak foot team? I don't think so. I think the 5-star weak foot team on the pitch can definitely cause an upset. Heung-min Son on the attack finds Ousmane Dembele. Dembele whips in an early cross, looking to find Edin Dzeko, but it's cleared away. Haller, who's a very strong forward there. Look at his hold-up play there. Still Haller, the strength to keep the ball, finds Fabinho. Now David Silva goes for goal, and that is a wonderful goal. This Kune guy is probably good on his feet, having a 5-star weak foot, but he cannot save anything as David Silva scores a screamer from outside the box as well. The 2-star weak foot team have already taken the lead. Looks like it's going to be a landslide victory for them, even in the gameplay part of the experiment. I mean, what on earth is the keeper doing here? How hasn't he not even gotten near it? It's actually insane. Now Neymar on the attack. We need to see some magic from Neymar. Finds Son. Back to Neymar now. What's Neymar going to do? Is he going to go for the cross? He does go for the cross. It's a good cross, but Manolas gets it away. You kind of expect Dzeko to win that, but now we could see a chance for Dzeko. Instead, it's Kevin De Bruyne finds Dembele, who is onside, goes for goal, and Lloris saves. Dembele should have scored that. A massive chance gone for the 5-star weak foot team. Half time, and I've got to say, it's been very underwhelming from the 5-star weak foot team. They've got to be doing more, especially with that attack. Well, the team in red have done their job perfectly. David Silva with a screamer, and they lead. Let's see what the second half brings. Kevin De Bruyne on the ball. Now Toni Kroos. Edin Dzeko back to Toni Kroos. Edin Dzeko now. Into Son. What a chance for Son. Son goes for goal. Hugo Lloris with the save. That just shows how important it is to have a good goalkeeper. Lloris has made 2 unbelievable saves, whereas the other guy is barely just doing anything. He's literally like just walking around here and there doing nothing. I kind of feel bad for the 5-star weak foot team. They've tried so much in this game to get back into it, but the defense of the team in red, it's just been unbelievable. They've got Lloris as well in goal. It's just impossible to break through, and that's clearly showing in this game. Matuidi now pushing inside. Chance for Matuidi. Could go for goal. Does go for goal, and that is in. Literally, this keeper is a waste of space. That's the best way to put it. A 5-star weak foot, but he has no hands. How on earth is this guy a goalkeeper? But I know that took a bit of a deflection and all that, but still, man, you've got to be doing better in goal. At least try and get near the ball. It was embarrassing. But anyways, with that, it's a 2-0 advantage for the 2-star weak foot team. Full time and the 2-star weak foot team have come out on top with a 2-0 win. I'm actually surprised because I thought having Neymar, KDB, Son and all that is definitely going to help, but it didn't. The 2-star weak foot team have won the career mode simulation and now they managed to win the gameplay part of it as well. So basically, according to FIFA, having a good weak foot isn't all that important. But anyways, that is it for today's experiment. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this. Tried to do something different today. And if you guys want to see more different style of experiments, let me know your ideas down in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe as well, and I'll catch you guys next time.